Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm here with my girlfriend.
Hi, I'm the girlfriend.
I feel like if she didn't push me to keep playing this game, I probably would have dropped out of this game like a long time ago. So we've been playing for this game for a while now, and I just wanted to do an update video because they just changed Demon Hunter, and so now the way that it works, it's based on the amount of merge rank, the total amount of merge ranked things, and it goes from 1 to 40. Okay, so they changed Demon Hunter, and the way that it works now is it's when I first read this, I thought that it was like Robot, where it says like 1 to 9 merges, and I was like 40 plus merges, that's insane. Like you have to merge it 40 times to get the thing, and it's not, but it's also still insane, because it's based on the amount of merge level. So like if you have 4 Demon Hunters out and they're all at 4, that would be a merge level of 16. So it would be the 10 to 24 where they would have the crossbow, and that it attacks with the 1 arrow, or the picture where they have the crossbow and it attacks with just the one arrow. So 1 to 9, it attacks with a dagger. 10 to 24, it does the singular arrow. 25 to 39, it attacks with 2 crossbows. So it's like 2 arrows. And then 40, you get the what you got originally, and it also gets 100% of bonus damage as well.
You'd have to have like.
You have to have a lot. You have to have like 7
level 4s or
10 level 4s, 7 level 6s.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. And
5 level 6s.
No, because that would be 30.
It would be 30.
Yeah, I already thought about this math, and it sounds insane. But I think that if you were to do Blade Dancer setup, because I'm all about Blade Dancer, because I think all decks are made better with Blade Dancer. I think if you do Blade Dancer setup with the 3-2-3 without Knight Statue, and you just run Bombardier Chemist, we'll probably try this later. And the other person is shamaning you, and you're using Scrapper, how you would in a Blade Dancer deck, I think it'll work. Because that's 8, and you just have more opportunities to equally level all of them up. Did you want to try that first?
Co-op?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my Blade Dancer, I want to say is an 8, because when I finally got it, they changed co-op, and I just didn't care about it anymore. And her Demon Hunter is a 10.
Yeah, mine's a level 10.
Yeah.
It was a level 10 before they changed the way that you can upgrade them so that it costs less cards. But I'd gotten a lot of them, but I was also at the time when co-op was the way it used to be. I was the only one who had it, and we were trying to do like the infinite damage deck because in theory it sounded really good, where it takes like a % damage once you get it to level 7, but it has to be level 7. So we were always racing to get it to like have 3 level 7s on the field. And
It was back when Dungeons wasn't Dungeons, and it was just called co-op, and you had the ability to just go however many waves you wanted to. If you can look up old videos of it, but essentially the way that it was supposed to get more and more difficult once you got into round like 70, 80, 100, 200, you can look up like 500 round decks. The reason why it was supposed to be more difficult was because the bosses and the monsters itself, but the bosses mostly got into like the millions of damage. And so what you ended up doing was you would run a Demon Hunter that took at level 7 in the old way. It took a percentage of their health, and then you would use Executioner, which was also, it kills it under a certain percentage.
I think it was 10% it needed to get down to.
Yeah, and then the Executioner would just immediately kill it, no matter what percentage of, no matter what amount of health was. because the Demon Hunter would hit it enough times to reduce that in percentages, then it would reduce or kill it at a certain percentage. And so it was essentially just infinite damage. And there weren't the waves, like the minion waves, which is what you would normally die to, was mitigated because they weren't as crazy as they are now in current dungeons.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to use support.
You're going to support. Oh.
Because you have the better Demon Hunter. I think I would run... Do you run...
Or I could do Chemist and then just get to the setup, but that...
No, you would run that.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay. So we're essentially running the Blade Dancer deck, but with just Demon Hunter. Oh, wait, no. You don't run Night Statue. That's what I was taking out. I guess we can try it like this.
We can try it. This is the way that I thought it would work, first off.
Okay.
Because I think Night Statue will help it.
Maybe. Probably more, yeah.
It'll add more speed, especially
the attack
early
speed, yeah.
game. And then it'll also help with the critical damage, which is something that it tends to be lacking.
Right. Oh no.
What?
I'm running this with the
It didn't actually stun any of my things.
No, I know it's giving it more attack, but the multiplication of evil is better.
Oh.
In co-op, giving double people is better than one random thing of attack to random units. If you ever play co-op, don't run Archdemon on your Demonologist.
Okay.
You still have to run the 3-2-3 though.
Oh, right. I just set it up this way because it looked nicer.
Is that's what's happening over there?
Maybe. I'll get there.
If you merge...
I got it. Hold on.
I was say because you can still utilize the level 2 Portal Keeper if you merge the two. The two Night Statues. If it turns into something else.
Well, I've. They're set up. Did you give me the speed squares, or is that the one that I'm running?
I'm giving you the speed squares.
Oh, right, because you couldn't give me attack squares.
No.
I'm obviously not the one who's amazing at this game.
You do have the higher Demon Hunter.
Yeah. That's probably it. This looking better? Oh!
Birth. That was wrong. Birth.
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 It's something I started doing while we were playing, and it's carried on every time we play now. Birth.
No. Originally, I wanted to make a rogue co-op video that was essentially this video with because essentially I was trying to, I just maxed out my rogue so that I have the shinobi, and I was trying to make it work in co-op, and I just could not for the life of me make it work. Maybe we'll make a video anyway at some point, but for the life of me, I could not make the deck work. But this dropped literally an hour ago, so I thought this would be a cool video because this seems like something that would work in co-op, because it used to forever until it didn't, and now it did when they changed it. Then they changed it again.
Yeah, it's always had like the evolving appearance thing,
Okay.
and how it attacks. But I like that it's associated to a new thing now, whereas because they changed the way that it works, it makes sense to change the functionality of the appearance, which is something that I like.
Okay. I have a thing for that. You won't be able to hear it, but I'm pretty sure you can hear it in your mind.
What? Ah! It's the panic button. Oh. Oh no.
You have to choose in one. You still have the one.
Yeah. It just means I'm cut off sooner. Which I guess is better for this one. It might be one that needs to be cut off sooner because you need higher ranks.
Right.
Oh no, we can't improve.
Oh, you've already maxed out everything?
Yeah. Well, not the Bombardier. I maxed out that in the Night Statue.
Which apparently actually makes Bombardier better. I didn't think that leveling up your Bombardier changes anything, but it increases the stun chance. So, definitely level up your Bombardier.
I will get to it.
Most things are just damage, but Bombardier actually increases its actual thing that it does.
Did you want to start at the end of this wave?
Probably.
Probably 2 before Tribunal, and we definitely don't want to get Tribunal with this one.
No.
It has a bigger impact than it does with like a Blade Dancer deck.
You're doing like 50,000, 25,000. Yeah, I really need to start doing this now.
Go ahead. Yeah, so it's kind of, I've been excited to see the way that it evolves and changing, and half of my saying that you should probably go now was just so that I could see them change from the blades to the crossbow, and then from a single crossbow to double crossbow.
Does it have double crossbow now?
It has double crossbow, or at least that's what it said on
Damn it.
the... No, I think we're okay.
No, but it definitely Tribunal you.
Oh, but it kept the highest merge ones, so that's...
Oh, okay.
And it any of them, like I didn't lose any of them. So anything that had them level 1 is... Oh, fun! I could eat it.
But then you'd have to... It's better to... Okay, here's a pro strategy. It's better to just let it die and then attempt to get a scrapper so that you can then merge out and then... What did you just do? No, I just sent it back. No!
I got rid of it. I summoned in.
You can eat that one.
And I merged off of it. We've got a level 6 now.
But see, like the thing that I was trying to say is that when you have a cursed tile, you can summon in. If it's not a scrapper, you can let it die again, and then summon in, and then let it die again.
I just also had spaces that weren't...
It's a risk.
I had spaces that weren't... or when I summoned it, I had open spaces other than just the curse. And when I summoned in a bunch...
Right, and you could still do the same. You could still do the same thing.
Yeah, the first thing I summoned in wasn't on the curse tile.
Right.
So I couldn't wait for it to go away.
Yeah.
And the first thing I summoned in was also a level 1 scrapper, so I wasn't worried about it. Oh, and I've got my max tiles now. I need you to shaman so I can get a level 2 scrapper and keep going.
No. What is this virus?
I think it does have the crossbow now. It's just going kind of fast to see.
It has the double?
No, it's still got the blades. I thought I saw a crossbow. Okay.
No, that one is the crossbow. It's just the difference of... Oh, okay, no, that's so fine, because you can still eat that one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't have to eat it.
I don't have to. It's not a blade dancer.
My God.
It's just bonus right now.
Is the strategy just... Is it just the engineer strategy, then? Could you just have a field?
Oh, it's double crossbow now.
Oh, okay, now you get the double, yeah.
And now it's using arrows instead of knives, but they look the same. Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure how that would work practically. Mm-hmm. Because it says it stops using the knife
and it's a
pretty
crossbow.
soon, and it's arrows after that. But I didn't pay attention to the visual change early enough on, I guess. I got pooped on. Mm-hmm. It's how we talk about the virus effect.
Virus and king pudding.
That as well.
King pudding was first.
Yes.
And that was definitely like getting pooped on. I can't believe how many times they've changed. They've even changed like king pudding and virus. Because originally you could kill both of them before you got the effect. And now when you kill them, even if you kill them before they like are able to do their effect, they do the effect anyway. Which is kind of annoying.
Okay.
But I guess it was basically useless before. Because it didn't do anything.
I've only got two spots open right now. And I thought about, like, my urge to summon in is very strong. But I feel like it could end up being a night statue and I wouldn't get a scrapper. So
I guess
that would be...
A night statue is your only bad option.
That is also true.
Because even if you got a portal keeper, that would still be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything else would still be fine.
You weigh whenever it comes to a situation like this, you just kind of have to rationale the goods and the bads against it.
I have 37,000. You can just summon in.
Ah! Do I do it again?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. My reasoning behind that was that even if she got another night statue, I have enough mana right now to shaman in enough to where I could probably... Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, switch head.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference. There's no night statue over here. It just looks aesthetically better.
No, but it's a...
it's an attack spare. That's true.
And it looks aesthetically better.
I always think about that, the aesthetically pleasing side of it. But
actually, yeah, if you leave it there, we can use that as a thumbnail.
Ta-da!
We'll just use that as a thumbnail as the at the end of this game.
Mm-hmm. It's so bizarre that I have a level 7 on the field, but it's not in its crazy form.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I'm very used to that happening just because that's how it was when we first started playing. Once
and then
Demon Hunter got to a level 7, it was that, and then whatever was the highest rank when they changed it was what had its demonic form. Mm-hmm. But now it's just whenever you get enough points.
What's your added up now? I'll let you count first.
32.
33. 33. Oh god, this is gonna be even more annoying to hit 7s again.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's only 1 7 on the field. 34. Boop.
We had assassin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even need to be running a demonologist. Mime is probably better at this point.
Yeah, we don't necessarily need the mana would be more for you than it would be for me.
Mm-hmm. But I
At
think
least
you
so
get
far.
yeah, but I think you get enough mana off of a Reaper that you don't need it.
Yes, with that swoosh.
Mm-hmm. But the mime just gives you more shamans, and that's what you would need in this case.
Yes. The need to upgrade more rather than get more money.
I mean, I'm at 37,000. I can't use this fast enough.
I'm at 34, which you've helped me get there, obviously. Wow.
Oh. But what's funny is once you do, in the new version, once you do get to 40, your level 1s will have that effect as well.
Yeah. If there are any, it might be difficult to get to that point.
With a level 1.
Yeah. Oh, we did it.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! My entire reasoning for wanting to make this video is getting to 40 worth it? Yes. Yes, it is.
The visual effect is awesome, but it seems to be killing things almost instantly. One of the things when we were looking at the comparison for it, when it first updated, we were comparing it together between this and Blade Dancer, and we were looking at the attack speed for it. And one of the problems that we had before they'd update it was the fact that its attack speed is so slow. Oh, right.
It was terrible.
Even when you get to the level 7, it was one of the problems why we couldn't go for the infinite rounds or whatever. Its attack speed stayed so low.
It actually got worse when you got it to level 7 as opposed to like level 6. Because then you got to level 7 and then it did the percent damage and it just attacked so slow that you couldn't run it in co-op.
It had problems trying to keep up with minion waves.
Yeah.
Because it would only attack the first thing, and it would attack so slowly that it couldn't keep up with the amount of things that were being summoned in.
Because all of your demon hunters would attack the same thing at basically the same time. And then it would definitely kill the one thing, but then it would have to charge up and hit the next thing. And with like, 12 things coming at you at the same time.
It was too overwhelming for the deck.
It's basically Crystalmancer.
Yeah.
If you've ever run Crystalmancer, it was that. How Crystalmancer could do a lot of damage, but it has to attack like the first thing, and then kill it, and then attack the next thing, and then kill it, and it just didn't do enough.
But when it updated, we noticed that its attack speed is relatively similar to what the Blade Dancer is. We might look at it after this. But it does have a really high attack speed now.
Yeah.
For all of its stages.
And that's what it needed in order to
make it an effective.
Yeah. In the new version of this game, attacking slow isn't. You can't afford that.
Well, and then there's the bonus of it does divide its attack, but any leftover, like right now, it doesn't have 7 enemies to be hitting. So you see it's taking all of them and hitting the singular enemy, which is beneficial because it's adding all that attack damage to the one thing. So it takes out one thing really quickly, which is helpful for boss. But then it also has the benefit of waves where if you start falling behind, you're not just attacking the first thing, you're doing group damage. Right. And I believe it's up to 7 right now. It attacks 7 targets.
Yeah. Well, no, that's still based on merge rank. So your 5 is still attacking 5 things. Your 4 is still attacking 4 things.
But my 3 7s are attacking 7 things.
Yeah.
And they're also doing it at that high speed.
Yeah, they made Demon Hunter like the most number heavy like unit to explain.
Yeah. It is a touch complicated. Although, Gargoyle's one that's similar. And I guess most of them are like that. Gargoyle's similar. Inquisitor, right now it's not as number heavy, but I could see it doing that if they add talents or something like that to it.
Like, and like numbers changes or something.
Yep. Or like if you had the 4, it does this thing. If you have 7, it's this % more and stuff like that.
Screenshot.
The flood of claws that are going through.
That's crazy.
Where it adds a lot of visual effect stuff. It becomes very busy for sure. But it's cool. It's like a blue wave of nonsense attacking all the enemies. And I guess keeping in mind that mine is a level 10, so it does more damage than the base one.
Oh, should I do the screenshot here?
Where there's less enemies?
No, like, you can
No.
title the video, "Can it beat Wave 40?"
I don't know.
The answer is definitely yes. Look at this insanity.
It's also been fun in the recent in the past couple updates, finding things that are capable of beating Wave 40 that aren't just the Blade Dancer deck. Yeah, that's really cool. Also, my gadget is a lower level than his gadget, but it
doesn't matter.
It adds the bonus that it needed.
It's the attack bonus, but that clearly just doesn't even matter. Like, once you get that thing to 40, additive 40 merges.
Do you think it would be better without Night Statue?
And with Chemis instead?
Yeah.
Paige! I need to get to 73 and I'll have a 15. Oh, is it not 73? It's 78. And then I'll have the 6 pages. And I'm definitely upgrading Blade Dancer to 15.
Absolutely.
We're gonna bore you with ads.
Oh.
Am I gonna get demonetized with this?
Oh, zombies? It's
sex ads.
It's not that.
Sexually suggestive sex ads.
She just wears a nice dress, okay?
You should have seen the beginning of this.
Oh.
It was like the opening butt shot.
Fair. That's the thing. This is a little off topic, but it's the way my brain works. Anime. It's one of those things that happens in a lot of those where it's a good show and then it'll randomly show you like an angle where you're looking up through someone's skirt or something like that. You're like, I guess.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I come across when I'm watching shows. I'll watch it, and however much I like the story, I have to weigh it against how bearable the fan service of it is.
Right.
Random topic. Just me being me, I guess.
So I'm going to change out mine. We can try it again without Night Statue, see if it'll still work.
Yeah.
I can show you my equipment that I'm using. It's just the Mana Staff, the Hunter's Jacket so I can give her higher attack speed, the Amulet of Weakness so I can also give her higher attack speed. She has like the red version and I have the blue version, so I'm only giving her 2 squares.
Yeah. I have...
You have the 3 squares.
I have the 3 attack squares. I finally got it. He'd had it for months upon months before I got it, and I was always jealous of that extra square. Just because it with the Blade Dancer deck, it helps a lot with deciding how you're going to set up what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh no, you're talking about the attack one. I'm talking about my speed one that gives it to you.
Yes. No, but in
You had-
general, I
oh,
find
yeah.
you said that
Oh, 'cause
I
I-
had
yeah.
the attack squares, that I had 3,
Mhm.
and I was saying that I finally got it to 3,
Right.
and how proud and excited
yeah,
I was for that. Thank you very much.
Try it.
No, I've got an enchanted sword, the magic amulet, and the mage robes
Mm-hmm.
for mine, which more mana and things like that.
Oh, I guess that's more mana to me, which is what I would need.
Oh.
Hmm.
Conveniently doing things.
Hmm.
They just make up a set for me. It's technogenic effect, so it's not necessarily beneficial to most of the things that I use. However, it helps with the bombardier and the chemist, whichever one I decide to use. It's not necessarily geared towards the Blade Dancer deck with the Forest Alliance thing.
I'm sorry, this. Okay.
I was there.
Mm-hmm. Look at those squares.
Yes. I will only use 2
Inspiration.
of them. Inspiration! Are you inspired? Are we gonna
I
do
can just
the...
keep. I think it's funny. Like when you get inspiration, you have the ability to like use double trainer like every round.
Mhm. Do I just eat them or do I merge them? All of my bombardiers.
Eat them. You don't need. You just need the one,
Right.
and then it'll upgrade your demonologist.
I'm in the
Or Demon
habit
Hunter. Demon
of playing this almost as if it's I need you to help me. I've got a problem.
Oh God. Yeah.
Thank you. Also, my portal keeper isn't the 2-second portal keeper.
And then now I'm pretty sure if you get other demon hunters, you just want to keep them. Because you could technically just have a field of demon hunters.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat the yeah.
I wanted that one on the speed square.
Hmm.
There's no real you need to have it set up this way with this. So I guess it doesn't matter if I have them on all the attack and speed squares.
Mm-hmm.
It leveled up once. I don't think it starts with the hood, does it?
No.
I think it's past 10 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. You already passed 10 or 9. 1 through 9.
1 through 9, 10 through 24, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And then 25 to 39.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you should probably have it on the speed squares or the attack square. You should have move one of them.
To that, and then I can move the other one. It's gonna look messy as all get out, and I am not thrilled about it, but here we go. I guess I don't need Portal Keeper for this if we do it this way.
No.
You could replace it with a Dryad, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not really any organization or setup thing that
No.
you need if you don't have a knight statue.
I think you just need a lot of them. I think it's just better engineer, or you just
Better
play
as
it as
the-
better engineer,
Mhm.
where you just want a field of them.
Well, and they don't even have to be touching.
No, because if it's gonna be at this point where you just
I just did it because I was brave.
Mhm.
It didn't turn out well.
No. I mean I can.
You can. I don't see any reason to not.
Because if it becomes a 3, we just don't want that to become a 4, I guess.
Well, and even if it does, eventually I'm going to have to stop and I'll eventually get
3!
a higher level scrapper.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a mob of demon hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's not working terribly.
Oh, no.
Right
that's,
now.
That's a 1, 2, 3. That's fine.
Like, as far as how many there are,
Oh, you should upgrade stuff.
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that like 2 seconds before you said something.
I just always get afraid when you go into tribunal or tribunal round and you don't have anything upgraded.
Right, it could do the can improve.
Mm-hmm.
Adam. It's cursed.
Oh,
on my level
no.
4 chemist. I'm truly cursed. We've got inspiration again.
Yeah, that's pretty good for you.
I'll have
Max
that
squared.
done.
Max tiles.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd be waiting for anything in particular there. I could switch that out and then put a Demon Hunter on the speed square.
Mm-hmm.
Do I merge them?
What? The 2 1s?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do I eat a 1?
No, hang on. There we go. Ooh.
That's fine.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think you have... How many do you need total? 7?
3, 6, 9, 11. Or 10. I have 10 right now on the field.
Oh, well.
We could get them all to level 4 and then
I
we'd
suppose
have
at a
40.
certain... I suppose you just want them on squares.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need whatever adds up to 40.
Yeah. Well, I can eat like the 3 over here and have more space for scrappering purposes.
I'm just saying, like, strategy-wise, like, how many do you need?
It depends on, like, if you're in a co-op situation like this, it'll probably be easier with fewer because then there's there's fewer for you to be able to hit, if that makes sense. But
Tribunal round.
Yes. Oh, you should.
I mean, I don't know if I can.
I mean, if you can, this is one where I'm less worried about if you hit my scrappers, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's to the crossbows now.
The double crossbow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Clock.
Go for it.
No!
We're back out of crossbows.
If you have a shaman player, though, getting hit by Tribunal is obviously less detrimental than when you're having to scrapper yourself. That's the benefit of the Blade Dancer deck. The Blade Dancer deck has the ability to exist on its own. Like, it doesn't need another player. And that's why I was trying to build it up so much.
Oh, there we go. Back to crossbows.
No. 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 Ah. I guess there's one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We do co-op a lot, obviously, since we can be like, hey, are you busy right now? Do you want to co-op? Or just, wasting time together kind of a thing. But they're oftentimes either running, I'm playing his deck because he obviously has the better Blade Dancer, or he's trying to help me, or we switch or whatever. But whenever he does the support thing and he ends up having too many of like a level, like the other day he had level 2s and there were a bunch of just level 2 mimes and and Harley Quinns, and he just went out of nowhere. And I obviously hadn't been paying attention to his field, and so I was like, what happened? What's wrong? He's like, all the level 2s. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. Which I think that we're close.
No. Oh, no. I'm like waiting for it to switch over. Ah, no.
Wait.
Oh,
We're at 39.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, and none of them are 7s, so that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you don't have the inspiration.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Finally, the chemist gets leveled up.
Oh, God.
It got, the one I had before got tribunaled.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then one got cursed.
mm-hmm. The level 4 got cursed, and that was unfortunate, but... Beep.
Oh, there it is. I guess I'll keep 2 level 4s. No. A copy of 3. I have like no mana, so I can actually probably just sit here because this board setup is fine. I have the 2 level 4s, and even though the Reaper is Harlequin, it doesn't even matter obviously because of you're using it for its insta kill, and it still has the same chance to insta kill even if it gets Harlequin. Something for inspiration, if you get inspiration early on, you can actually use the trainer so that the other person can gadget more.
So waves and things last longer.
Mm-hmm. So you can get gadget tiles earlier, so that the other person can get gadget tiles earlier. It's also funny, but it does serve a practical purpose as well.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I like about running clock, other than obviously the attack speed and whatnot, is that the one of the main reasons why I started running it was because for rounds like this where we don't have hero power, you can use clock as hero power, because I think we were running trainer more than gadget for our DPS, and then you would run into a situation where it was like late game and you were relying on trainer to give you the attack speed and the power, and then you would get no hero powered.
Yeah.
You would get burning out.
And the trainer at the higher levels, it gives you that burst of bonus attack speed. And that has helped a lot in situations that we've had.
So if you're relying on trainer as a DPS deck, if the other person is running clock, you don't have to worry because then clock acts as trainer. Mm-hmm. And then even for like early rounds, you can merge out clocks if you're about to die.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that this one's numbers are so complicated, but it seems like it's the less complicated setup-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to, like, the Blade Dancer deck.
Mm-hmm.
The Blade Dancer, you have to have X amount, and then having more of them gets it through its different stages.
Yeah.
and then setting it up a specific way so it's around a knight statue or and so they're not touching.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than this deck for sure. Setup wise, this is kind of like the summon in and just give them the go ahead.
It seems easier, but you can't. I don't think you can run it solo. I don't think you can just scrapper your way to victory.
I was thinking we could try the friendly match thing to test the deck between us. Try and do like a PvP setup to see how well it works with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a match between the two of us.
You're saying against like 2 Demon Hunter decks?
We could do Demon Hunter decks, or we could test it against Blade Dancer. To see how well they go head to head.
Mm-hmm. So would you use your Blade Dancer because it's weaker, and then my...
We can see how close the levels are after this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know off the top of my head the level of...
Because I have an 8 Demon Hunter, you have a 10.
Yes. I think I might have a level 10 Blade Dancer. So it'll be about the same gap either way. Because you've got 14 and I've got 10. So either way we could do it to see close-ish in levels and how well they compete against each other. I guess the other thing is that my other cards aren't as high a level as yours. Like my Bombardier isn't maxed out and my Chemist isn't maxed out. So if I wanted to use those, it would be a little bit different.
A-Friend Gaming usually does no gear. Because then that's another factor as well that you can actively change.
We can do no gear. We could do trainer because our trainers are closer in level than our gadgets. Even though I think gadget would be better for the Demon Hunter deck in general.
Oh, yeah.
But my gadget's a level 2 and he has a level 8. Yeah. So it's a big difference between those two. But I believe my trainer's at 19 now and yours is maxed out.
Yeah.
So they're relatively close. But yeah, this seems to work really, really well. It's the option other than Blade Dancer. And I don't know how much of a difference it makes between different levels of it. If we wanted to be thorough in testing things, we could always have me Shaman and you do the lower level Demon Hunter to see how that works. But
if that would still work.
Yeah. But obviously mine isn't maxed out either. It's got like 5 levels to go.
So it just gets better from here.
Yeah.
And it's already beating it.
And it's doing a good job. Like, obviously this round I have scrappered so much less because I got stuck.
And in comparison, I tried doing that deck with Rogue, and I couldn't make it work. And it's just very easily, like, beating it, everything.
I thought we made it work once. With the Knight statue?
Clock? Yeah. Like, it was, like, a whole lot of things. It was, like, the other person has to Shaman, the other person has to be running Clock because it doesn't have attack speed. You have to run Knight statue. You have to have, like, there was just so many, like, stipulations
factors
for it.
Yeah. Well, and it's also more difficult because it's not like everyone that you summon in is a shinobi.
Right. And so you have to keep eating DPS units in order to try to get a different DPS unit.
Yeah.
Because with the Rogue deck, you want the shinobis, but you have like a 30% chance of getting a shinobi. What's that? Oh, here we go.
That was the instance of it has X amount of attack things and it's being split between different because the ones on my side were still coming. From the support deck side of things, if you feel like if in these later games you're coming up on something like that, you could always like if it's coming up here, you could use your trainer so that I have fewer things to be attacking while stuff is still coming out of my side.
Right.
But it's if you are able to do it, you're able to do it kind of a thing. But it's one of those small things that you can use to support.
True. Although it's the can't be stopped.
So my Bombardier and my Chemist aren't doing really anything. That's also having a big impact. All right. Screenshot again. Can it beat 40?
Can it beat 40?
Again.
Without Night Statue?
Mm-hmm. And this one, like we mentioned at the beginning of it, could probably be improved if you didn't need Portal Keeper.
Yeah, you don't even need Portal Keeper.
Because then you could, because there's no setup goal, so you can use Chemist, Bombardier, and Dryad so that you get the levels faster. You could also use, like, well, you wouldn't want to use Harley Quinn because you wouldn't have a way to move it, but you could run something else. It has, like, an open space for it. Dryad's probably the best option, but...
Oh, no! Okay.
It's the Bombardier thing cleared because it's the Bombardier stun of it cleared because of the can't be stopped.
Yeah.
But it still made it.
Yeah.
And this one, it's splitting between the two.
Oh, God.
It did it.
Oh, God. Oh.
It's fine. No, but that's the example of it splitting its attack.
Right.
That's one of the things that we had problems with or the first few times that we used it. The fact that it's splitting its attack between so many things could mean that it's not doing less damage, but it feels like it is because it's the difference of hitting one unit with one of its attacks versus hitting one unit with 7 attacks.
Right. I'm going to cut this video, and then we'll do PvP stuff.
Okay.
In a second video. Okay. Bye.
Bye.